Hello everybody, I am Anon Moose, and welcome to Let's Play Rimworld, as you can see right there. So, I'm just going to get a few things out of the way first. As usual, I'm sorry I went like a week straight without uploading again. It's just been very busy with some scheduling difficulties, but I have a lot of free time to record now, so I'm going to try and get as much stuff recorded all at once as I can. And then hopefully adjust to a new schedule by the time I run out of footage. I'm also working on a lot of new projects. I'll put videos about them on the channel whenever they're ready to, be released to the general public. But it's going to be pretty exciting, so look forward to that. A little bit of background on Rimworld. It's a little pricey if you look at it on the Steam store, but trust me, it's worth it. I played through the tutorial, so I know what I'm getting into more or less. It's a very interesting game. Essentially, think a bit like Stonehearth if you watch me play it on my channel, but 2D, and it has a very story-driven aspect to it. You can actually control how your story is told, and it just kind of goes from there. It's really interesting. So, that being said, let's start a new colony. Okay, so I haven't done this yet. I just did the tutorial, so all this part is all new. Okay. So, crash landed. The three of you awake in your cryosleep sarcophagi to the sounds of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later you land on this unknown Rimworld. Your faction will be on new arrivals. Start with 3 people. You start with stuff. Alright. Lost Tribe. 5... Okay, so the class is Rimworld experience, difficult and extra difficult. So I probably won't do these, but I'll read them just out of interest. Lost Tribe. Your tribe was destroyed by the great blood machine sent by the gods. 5 of you managed to escape. Now it's time to build up a new home. Since you'll start poor and research slowly, this is a difficult scenario. The Rich Explorer. People called you crazy, so it's 1 person. People called you crazy for leaving your glitter world home, but you always yearned to explore the stars outside the neurosimulator. Now you're at the end of your long journey in cryosleep, landing on an unknown Rimworld to see what it's like. Since your starting character will lack some skills, this is an especially difficult scenario in the early game. That's really interesting. I would love to do this and make it like me, essentially, but I don't. So we'll be crash landed. Your basic Rimworld experience. So this is the interesting part. You can pick a storyteller who defines what your experience is like. That's what makes this game unique. So we have Cassandra Classic. So the AI storyteller creates events like pirate raids, resource drops, or animal attacks. Their choices will affect the story of your colony. You can change these things at any time. So Cassandra Classic. Cassandra creates story events on a steadily increasing curve of challenge and tension. Phoebe Chillax. Phoebe gives lots of time between disasters to relax and build your colony, but beware, at high difficulty she'll hit as hard as anyone. And Randy Random. Randy doesn't follow rules. He'll generate random events, and he doesn't care if they make a story of triumph or utter hopelessness. It's all drama to him. I'm going to go with Phoebe Chillax because, okay, I was confused because I noticed these things moving, so I was like, wait, does he have one option that the others don't? So the reason I'm going with Phoebe Chillax for this is because the whole, disasters hit and then you build your colony and relax, I think that would work best for the YouTube experience, so I'm going to go with that, because I'm hoping this will be a long series. So, let's see here. Peaceful, for those who want to relax and build a colony sandbox-like environment. I'd still like them to have some danger, so base builder, for those who build a colony with a taste of danger. Some extremely events are disabled. Some challenge. I'll go with some challenge. It's my first game, but I don't want, the cool stuff to be disabled, essentially. So, some challenge. What does permadeath do? You can get 1 save file and only save when quitting the game. You cannot reload the game to fix mistakes. When the colony dies, that's it. This is the way Rimworld was meant to be played, with every dramatic turn, whether tragic or hopeful, played out on full impact. Oh, that's a tricky one. I'm with the idea in theory. I just don't know if I'm competent enough to warrant it. I'll play things out, but if things get too disastrous, I'll reload. So I don't want to enable that. All right, Seed Revenge. Okay, that's ominous. I'm going to change that. My seed will just give me a random seed. Plain. Okay, they're all words. Well, let's just pick a word I like. Oh, I know. Anon Moose. Okay, a 30% glove coverage. It's a big world, so that's going to be more than enough. Alright. So what does a world named after me look like? If one comes up. Like this, apparently. You see, look how big this is. So, yeah, I don't think even I could play a game, friggin' that, like, this thorough, like, as far as it's expecting me to, so. Alright, where do I want to go? Okay, I don't want to start in the desert, that'd be a little stupid. Okay, cool, there's actually roads here already built. Well, I want to be somewhere where I can just be kind of by myself for a while, so. I like this area. It's lonely. It's got a few people out in the distance if I want to interact with people. But I like wait, Stone Road. Ah, crap, they got trade routes there. I want to be kind of off the grid if I can be. Okay, I'll be in here. It's a little forest. Right there. Perfect. Wait, mountainous. Are these mountains? Shit, those are mountains. Well, this is actually still... Yeah, this is a nice little defendable area, though. I like it. I'll go here. Limestone, sandstone, or marble and slate? I'll go here. Limestone, sandstone. Alright. Alright, let's do it. These are all the factions I'm going to have to deal with. I believe these are actually kind of random, too. So, the pirates here are the Blades. Enemies with everyone. I'm enemies with the Kotros at the Cliff, but more or less friendly with everyone else. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so character creation, my favorite part. So, I don't actually have anything specific in mind for these, really. I'm liking the diversity, though. Okay, so this is pretty good. Okay, Jem Anderson. Okay, so they actually have backstories and everything, so I'm going to read all of these. If you're bored, skip to like probably 10 minutes in is when I'll actually start the game. Jem Anderson. Jem wasn't made as a person, but as an instrument of destruction. Grown in a bioweapons facility and taught combat during her accelerated growth, Jem still has a proclivity for combat of all kinds and an aversion to human contact. So she can't doctor or warden, but she can do good in a fight. But in her adulthood, she was a Navy scientist. Interstellar warfare is won by technology, so Imperial navies are always on the peak of modern research. Even better, they have first access to transcendent artifacts because they find them in space. Jem worked in a lab. Vocal exercises mid-video. Okay. Jem worked in a Navy lab. Intellectual +8. Incapable of being caring or social. So she's a gigantic sociopath. I like her. Physically hypersensitive. Mind is like a psychic tuning fork. She's extremely... Oh, psychically. I thought it said physically. That was my fault. I misread it. She's extremely sensitive to psychic phenomena. Careful shooter. Takes more time to aim with shooting and shoots less often than others, but with more accuracy. And hard worker. Alright, cool. So she has a passion for shooting and melee and intelligence. And oh, that's cute! An interest in cooking. I want to make an anime about her. Alright, so I'm loving this character. Crystal Silver, the janitor. I love her name. What the hell? Oh, I thought this, like, my mouse was like a thing on the screen or something. Apocalypse survivor. Silver was born during a time of unrest on her homeworld. As climate change threatened mass starvation and flooding, she grew up, the situation worsened. Billions died and peaceful states descended into anarchy. Silver and her parents did whatever they had to survive. So she's not very artistic or smart, but she's a great... Yeah, I got a lot of sharpshooters on my team now. Adulthood. While other passengers passed the years between starships in cryosleep sarcophagi, Silver had to wake up at periodic intervals to perform periodic inspections, check the navigation systems, and to oil the mechanoids. So she was the one keeping the ship running. Why did we crash then? Oh, that's cool actually. So their their actual age is a little bit different from their how long they've actually been alive. Cool. She's gay! I love her. I wish you were gay. I would ship you two so hard. Oh well, that's okay. So she was a starship. So gay and neurotic. She's adorable. Okay, so she's passionate about crafting and animals and a little bit of interest in medicine and melee weapons. But that's about it. And finally... Casper the Drifter. I was just Casper Mills. He has an old gunshot wound. Frightened child. Casper grew up with a laundry list of phobias and neurosis. He feared, among other things, doctors and foodborne pathogens. As a result, he learned to cook and care for himself, and many of his fears dog him in adulthood. I think he was going to say like fear of dogs or something. So hunting disabled. That's fine. Adulthood. Drifter. Casper never figured out what to do with his life. He traveled often, taking up casual work wherever he found it. He also occasionally worked on a novel that he knew would be a bestseller just as soon as he could find a publisher who was interested. Wait, why is it -4 artistic if he actually is writing a book? Oh well. Passionate about cooking and intellect and decent interest in construction. He's pretty. He's a hard worker. That's cool. And he's kind. Alright, he'll be a good balance with the rest of these people. I didn't want him to say any insults because I like them. God damn it! Crumble, crumble, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I am very upset about losing those last characters because I really liked them. But, friggin', oh well, can't do anything about it. So, here's our new characters. Aaron Blur Dorian, so Blur's her nickname. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on these characters because friggin' stuff. So 2 generations before Blur was born, an apocalyptic war dragged her home planet Anarchy. Blur was tasked with watching her tribe's herds, but often shirked her duties to go exploring the crashed warships scattered around the planet. I like her personality, at least. Early in her adulthood, Blur was kidnapped and sold to a She got to know the kitchens and basements of her master's mansion well, but never did any work outside. Okay. Incapable of being intellectual, that's depressing. Nudist, Blur enjoys feeling of freedom that comes from being nude. She can handle clothing, but will be happier without it. Teetotaler, Blur abhors the idea of gaining pleasure from chemicals and avoids alcohol and pleasurable drugs, and psychically sensitive. Okay. She's passionate about shooting, cooking, and crafting with a little bit about animals. Alright. Anything notable about her otherwise? I guess not. Alright, so that's her. I do like the diverse body shapes, at least. Can't really complain there. Okay, there's, oh, and you also get a dog. This is my husky. John. I wish his name was Doug. No particular reason. I just like the name Doug. Okay, Masao. Male colonist of the new arrivals. Okay, child spy. Children often presumed innocent can be ideal as spies. He was trained in the art of infiltration and information gathering. His years behind enemy lines and war-torn nature of his homeworld meant he had a limited opportunity for education. Factory worker. Masao did menial, unskilled work in an industrial era factory. His job so I can get into these characters at least. Just getting comfortable. Okay, wow, he's incapable of a lot of stuff, being intellectual, art, or cooking. He's a brawler, likes to fight up close and personal. His accuracy greatly increased in melee combat. Okay, so I'll have to give him that knife. Misogynist, great. He's with 2 chicks. No offense, I'm just using the term to like be casual, I guess. But also hates the idea of drugs. So great, he's going to be surrounded by 2 girls. I'm not even saying like they're in the wrong for this. Okay, because that's where you see health. So he has a stab scar on his torso, and his left thumb's been torn off. Great. All right. Anything for you in that department? I just want to double check. Okay, she has an old gunshot wound. I'll note that. And Starry. Oh, also, apparently, Masao and one of these girls are exes. Let me see actually real quick who it was. I know it was one of these 2. I can't remember who it was. I know he's one of their exes. It'll probably come up later. I'll make this video a little bit longer to make up for like a lot of it being a waste of time, unfortunately. Sorry, please, thank you. Okay, Lada Starry Bokel. Medical assistant. She was born during a catastrophic war. So it must have been like the same war for these guys, I guess. She grew up helping her parents in an infirmary, treating the cascade of horrific burns from the battlefield, left with a lifelong fear of fire. Earlier adulthood, Starry decided to leave the oppressive dictatorship where she lived. Her defection was not well received, and agents were sent after her. She spent years on the run, treating her own wounds so no doctor would betray her. The ordeal made her bitter and untrusting. incapable of being artistic or firefighting. She's kind, but a brawler. Alright, so, Blur, you're a nudist, so I'm gonna... Oh, and she also has a bite scar on her neck. Alright. Masao. Social? Yeah, okay, it's Starry, so they used to have a thing going, but didn't go so hot. Okay, so you're the nudist, right? Yeah, so, I'm fine with that. Let me just, There we go. I'm not doing this for the obvious reason I would, for the record. It's just, you know, that's a thing. Also, I love Husky, so I'm pretty happy about this. Okay, so let's get started here. No dilly dallying. So let's make a stockpile zone. Over here should be good. And, okay. Now let's unforbid all this stuff. Oh. Come on. It's good that they prevent you from accidentally, like, using not, like, one-of-a-kind items. It's just, you know. Oh. Boop. Also, Masao. Okay, well, he already grabbed the knife, just not in the way I intended him to. Oh! Boop! I just want them to put all the stuff in a nice little area. Alright. Okay. Structure. Let's make walls. Right where we started should be fine, so... Yeah, 8's fine. 10. 8. Perfect. I think, anyway. Let's also put a door here. Sorry, some of the things aren't even. It's just how things go. Also, Masao, I want you to... Oh. Equip the knife, because you said you like to fight up close and personal, right? Yeah, so... but friggin' Starry's like that as well. Come to think of it, she's a spy. I probably should give her the knife, actually. Yeah, hold on. Hey! I'm in charge here. Drop your knife. Thank you. Why'd you put clothes back on? I said you can friggin' not. I am looking at the right character, right? I'm not like... If she puts them back on her own, then I'll just, you know, not worry about it, but like... Because, I mean, again, I don't have any problem here, so... Anyways, you get the knife. No, I said you get the knife. Alright. And, Blur... You get, is that a bear? Well, I'm hoping she doesn't attack people. Alright, anyways, Blur, where are you going? I guess you're just walking around. Let's give you... I don't know. Do you have any particular preference, or... Okay, she's a very passionate, shooter, basic familiarity, apparently, which is good. Okay, she's got an old gunshot wound on her torso, so I'll give her the pistol because that would probably be easier for her. And I know, friggin', you don't want to carry friggin' ranged weapons, but I don't particularly want you here. So, god damn it. I don't know what to, because like I really don't want to like deliberately make him unhappy. I mean, I don't particularly like him, but defense of the colony is more important. Sorry. I know it makes you upset, but I don't care. Don't care if colonists interact with it. I just friggin' like I don't want her to feel the need to put them on. I was just assuming what she's going to do right now. Or is she just stockpiling them? Okay, cool. She's just stockpiling them. That's fine. Alright, back to construction. Construction. Bed. I'm not going to make anybody sleep in the same bed. So, beep. 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 A sleeping spot for the puppy, right? Is that what it is? Or, oh, okay, that's for... Oh, animal sleeping spot. There we go. Boop. And, sorry if this game isn't particular... Oh, God, this video's been going on for a while now. Alright, let me just build a few things, then I'll end it off. Okay, torch. What's she doing? Okay, she's unpacking stuff. I was wondering what she was doing. Okay, so that should be good for now. So, apologies for the awkwardness in the beginning of the video. I'm sorry all those characters didn't get used. I really liked them, but I am getting kind of attached to these characters as much as I hate some of them. So I will definitely want to continue this series. I'm interested in seeing where this goes. So, I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys then.